where the governor is safe tonight thanks to the swift and heroic action of law enforcement. A Michigan militia group called the Wolverine Watchmen allegedly concocted a plot to storm the Capitol, blow up Governor Gretchen Whitmer's house, and then kidnap her and hold the governor on trial for treason. That was the plan, the FBI says. But instead of spending most of her time thanking law enforcement for arresting the accused and letting people know criminality will not be tolerated in her state, instead, the governor spent most of her time attacking President Trump for something he had nothing to do with.
Just last week, the President of the United States stood before the American people and refused to condemn white supremacists and hate groups like these two Michigan militia groups.
Look, it only took her seconds to politicize the arrests in her quest to hurt the president. She knows Donald Trump has been denouncing racism every time reporters deviously ask him to do so, what? Again and again and again. Instead, what should have been a thank you speech turned out to prove what a hypocrite Gretchen Whitmer actually is.
Never forget that we are all in this together. Let's show a little kindness and a lot more empathy.
Kindness and empathy, she says. She viciously attacked the president. That is not kind. She never had kindness or empathy for the men and women in blue in her state. She vilifies cops. She pushes the idea that they are all racist. She wants the police defunded, yet they still had her back even after she turned it on them, something the Michigan State Police quietly reminded her of today at that news conference.
Does send a very vivid reminder that while we may be in a time period of discourse, possibly even divisiveness and fighting across the nation, law enforcement stands united. And for those who think that law enforcement is distracted, let me assure you that we are very much engaged with taking our responsibility to protect the public very seriously.
And guess what? He's talking to you, Governor Whitmer. If the allegations are true, these rogue militiamen need to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law with absolutely no delay. The governor, and I agree on this, she agrees, the same governor who pandered to the rioters and the looters in her state. My hope now is she will unleash the power of the Michigan State Police to go after the other domestic terror groups in her state, the ones wreaking havoc and chaos in the name of Antifa and Black Lives Matter, because any group that breaks the law needs to be stopped, not just the ones that go after public officials.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.